Hello, hello. Peppa!
Yes, Doctor?
Explain.
Well, since I was going to prepare the kitchen for a show today, I set the stage for a Nintendo Month episode.
So you flooded my kitchen?
But then an unrelated pipe burst.
Oh.
Oh, but don't worry. I already called some plumbers to take care of it.
Well, we're under a time crunch, so I'm not going to let a little dampness rain on my parade. Let's get to work! So, what's on the fryer this time?
Oh, our theme this month was a Nintendo character, so initially we pulled various Nintendo franchises to see what our patrons wanted us to draw most. Legend of Zelda won the first poll, so we then made another poll about which of the diverse races present in the game we should tackle. Thanks to our patrons, we're going to be making a Zora from Legend of Zelda. More specifically, a Zora in the style of Twilight Princess's installment of the franchise.
Interesting. Of all the races found in the franchise, the Zora are perhaps my favorites.
Oh, I'm touched, Doctor.
Wait, you're a Zora?
Oh, well, possibly? Nurse Werse's physicals haven't found any concrete results about my makeup yet, and her tests have been very thorough. But I'm sure I could be related to them in some way. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bit of Octarian in me too somewhere. My genes really are weird.
But you're not even wearing pants.
That's not what I meant. Besides, pants don't agree with me anyway. Oh, okay. Come on. I'm sure these are right. Size! Oh.
In any case, the Zora are a race of aquatic humanoids found throughout the Zelda franchise, except in Wind Waker, where they evolved into bird people. In a game that's filled with more water than Hoenn!
An interesting fact of their design is they're essentially a proxy for elves. You see, the Zelda series made a good decision to create its own unique races rather than use the typical ones found in various other high fantasy settings. Like I said, the pretty effeminate Zora are like elves. The Gorons are much like the proud warrior archetypal dwarves and so on. So taking this into account, our Zora is going to be very graceful and feminine to keep this aesthetic going.
So what you're saying is we need to make Legolas a fish? Huh. I didn't expect that to be a thing that would make sense.
Try this for a treat. Just like how there have been many styles of Zelda games, the Zora race has had different looks as well across the series. In their first appearance, they resemble amphibious humans with fish-like faces, except for Ruto, who has a noticeably more human face.
They kinda look like a naked ape sapien. How do my jokes keep becoming actual things?
The next big appearance was in Twilight Princess. Compared to their ocarina depiction, their faces had become more human-like, and now wear jewelry armor, emphasizing their more enchanting nature. The Zora Queen in Twilight Princess, Rutella, uses coral in her design. This was the first time Zora started showing individual fish traits among them.
I'm fine with that, as long as I don't have to carry her anywhere.
Then the most current iteration of the Zora comes from Breath of the Wild. These Zora are definitely my favorites. They seem to be a culmination of the elements previously introduced in Twilight Princess but taken to creative new levels. The character designers ingeniously found creative ways to make these characters' heads resemble the fish they were inspired by. Sidon is based on the hammerhead shark, Mipha's is based on a dolphin, King Dorephan is based on a blue whale, and Musu is based on a manta ray.
The one and only beef I have with the Breath of the Wild Zora is their legs. I mean, they have these huge towering bodies and then these stubby little legs. Just seems kinda off to me. But hey, Mipha's still looking cute even with her little stubbies.
Here's a second helping of a tasty tip. An important thing to understand when designing your characters is tone. Now, I'm not talking about color palette or shading here. Rather, I'm talking about tone through visual storytelling. The Zelda series actually gives us a prime example of how tone can vastly affect how characters look and act. For example, Ocarina of Time is akin to a whimsical children's fantasy. The character designs reflect the whimsical tone and fairly lighthearted feel of the game and story. Twilight Princess, on the other hand, is a much more grim fairy tale compared to its predecessor, resulting in not just the story and world being darker, but the character designs too. Everyone and everything in Twilight Princess carries an air of melancholy, not unlike a previous entry in the series, Majora's Mask. Finally, Breath of the Wild, which has a more natural look as nature slowly returns to a once-ruined land. As such, the character designs have a more hopeful look to them, as they've rebuilt their lost civilizations despite the looming threat of Calamity Ganon's return. But just as despair is rearing its ugly head again, hope too also begins to arise anew in the form of Link awakening from his own slumber. So all of this is to say that it's very important to keep the tone of your work in mind when conceptualizing your characters, so they can not only fit into the tone, but emphasize it too.
I really didn't think my day would turn into a reenactment of the Shape of Water. At least I still have my clothes on.
What are we gonna do, Crafty?
Oh, I know! Hey! Hey, you! Huh? Can you delete the water layer, please? Oh, sure. I didn't really want to animate the Mario Brothers showing up anyway.
I have so many questions.
Well, those are gonna have to wait till next month, Peppa darling. Come along now, we have to go shopping for more ingredients. See you next episode, everyone. It's going to be a real splash.
While I try to figure out the weird and insane laws of the universe in which I live in, head on over to our Patreon in the link below. For as little as $1, you can vote on the content of the next Wet and Wild episode of the Chara-Cafe.
Not to mention a whole bunch of other perks too. Until next time though, good night everybody!